recording?
started.
Alright.
We don't have to start for real, but what one of you should do is go
Oh, we're live
into.
on Twitch.
We are live on Twitch. One of you two, most likely Tom, deafen and mute yourself and just pop over to Twitch. Just see how Crevel's and I sound.
Okay, I can do that.
All right.
Um,
Oh my God. My
let me
eyes.
clear up my page of illegal downloads of anime.
Oh my
I'll put,
God. You and your anime.
My dog is.
I'll definitely download it. I'll definitely put it on my hard drive and cache it on my Plex server, and I'll definitely never watch it. That's how it works.
Tom, you look good.
Oh, thank you.
I should probably actually pay attention to you guys. I'm gonna sort of turn my chair. There we go. Now it looks more like I'm talking to you and not just staring at my computer.
The
Ugh.
fish was this big. So now I feel inadequate because you have like these awfully articulated hands,
Oh,
and
you know
I
why you
have
feel
these.
inadequate, Tom?
Why is that?
I don't have the cutesy Japanese symbol for tiny penis, but just imagine it's this. Pew.
I don't know what the symbol is, so
I
even
mean,
if I saw
it's
it,
just using your thumb and index finger to indicate small. It's like
Are
an
you
oh,
actually? Are you
like a
actually using like a VR headset?
yes. That's
like a
the only.
smidge. Are you saying a smidge?
It's the only way to do this is with a VR headset. For some reason, it won't let you do the stream mode, cameras, and desktop mode. So I've sacrificed my health to this podcast.
Wow, you're honestly the true hero.
It's true. Veterans, firemen, and me. Tom, how do we sound?
Can I disparage the vets on Twitch?
I'm going to say this and then mute myself again.
Okay, yeah, I bet you are, buddy. Bet you are. Let's put that right there so I can stare down at it.
My guy is kind of loud, but the rest of you are fine.
All right, well, fix your microphone on your own. It's like lower your input. Hey, Carvelis, do you know that like some of them have like jiggle physics?
I'm not going to do that.
What do you mean
Some
you're
of the
not?
waifus or some of the models. Yeah, I was messing with some of them, and they were very. Some of them are very jiggly.
What do you mean you're not going to do that, Tom?
I'm going to leave my microphone as it is and my
Fix it in post.
overpowering voice.
All right, I'm just going to
Will
lower
carry
you.
us.
I'll lower you myself.
Oh my god.
All right. Say something.
Hello.
Something.
Drop you up a bit more. Say something.
Hello.
We'll keep you like there. All right. Let's hopefully
All right.
deafen your
I'm
mighty
saying
voice.
these words now, and I'm going to deafen this at the moment when I find the button.
Yeah, I bet you are, buddy. I bet you are. You can't see this. This is my screen where I can see what, angle we're using and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Scamp, what, dude?
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Yeah, I think we're good. Why am I doing two fingers up?
Why are you doing two fingers up?
Stab you in the eyes.
I don't want to sit next to him. Want to trade seats?
No, I don't. It's really uncanny. I don't.
This is how VR girls do it now. I can do a higher pitched voice if you guys want. Not
Did
for.
you want to be our VR waifu?
Oh my
I'd rather
god!
you did do that.
Like, oh my god! I can't. It's killing me.
Corina.
My name's already gender neutral. I don't need to add anything to it. All right. Do you want to do cold open, Tom? You're setting this stuff up, right?
Do we have a cold open?
I don't know what that. You do it. Figure something out.
What's
So, I was driving to Taylor's house yesterday, and I saw a for sale sign on a house, only it didn't have a number on the bottom where you'd usually see the number for contacting them. It said too late. And I thought, that's kind of a douchey thing to say on a sign. And secondly, it's a house in the bumfuck back end of Weymouth, Massachusetts. I'm not too worried about missing this sale. That's what I got for you.
All right, that was pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting.
Typically, you would come in with your own little anecdote or like a fun counterpoint to that. Like, well, I was over this place and I saw this thing.
I may have had like 10,000
You
mini strokes putting this VR headset on for you, and that's what you give me. That's
Yeah, and
that's
that
what you
was-
give me.
I need to actually start Craig recording this so we can. Somebody else drop their own fucking.
My dog ain't got no leg. That's pretty cool, you know.
It's almost a country western song.
My dog ain't got no leg.
Why are you both
Okay.
staring at me?
you're
I
so
was
beautiful.
watching. It's fun to watch you set up the cameras.
All right, I mean that's great, but you guys can
Now recording.
move your heads a little. It's freaking me out because I can see this in VR.
Oh God, your glasses.
I have glasses.
Yeah, you have tiny little glasses on your snout.
No, I can't. I can't see myself.
They
So.
make
Tom.
you look very proper. Yes.
Tom,
Hello.
introduce us.
Give me a cool little intro here.
All right. Would you rather every
Okay.
time you slept with a partner, the Mortal Kombat theme played, or you couldn't wash yourself except using a dog?
I'd rather take the Mortal Kombat. That sounds like
Yeah,
a
what?
plus. What's a negative there?
Yeah, I agreed.
Really, but you could use a dog.
I don't want
To
to use a
bathe
dog.
myself with? No, dude. Have you ever bathed a dog?
No,
Have you ever
Right.
gotten a dog wet?
no,
Am I taking a shower then coming out and grabbing like a
uh,
puffy corgi and
yeah,
rubbing myself with
a
it?
fresh dog like a towel.
Or is the dog licking me clean? Because
Any way you slice it, it's bad news.
yeah, I don't like either of the scenarios. I just want to know what he's talking about. I gotta be
But you like the
know.
Mortal Kombat one.
yes. I would
Yeah.
definitely take that. I kind of want to incorporate that into my life right now.
Why? So you can have finish her get played really loudly.
Yes. What is that?
What?
You just did like air guitar.
Oh, that's me grabbing the monitor and switching camera angles. You're gonna see me do this a lot.
Oh boy.
I could do it right here and pretend to be shy. Would that be better?
You can do whatever you want, buddy.
Can leave my friends behind. Introduce us.
All right. This is episode 32. Right?
Yes. VR,
right.
VR, the youth of the nation.
Yeah. I mean, if you're already going to title my episode, that's not going to be the name of the episode because there's no VR in the audio recording part of it.
They could have been part of this. They could have tried.
Hey, shut up.
It's true.
Hello and welcome. What did I just fucking say? Hello and welcome to episode 32 of Digital Deliberations. This is Corey.
What's up?
And this is Curvels.
Hello.
I am Thomas. I am here in the middle of this real in life studio recording.
Yeah, we're right next to the two Mercedes-Benz centers, and I think there's a third one down the way there.
I think the movie Drive is just playing behind us somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Oh, so we can't
Great.
use audio from this world because it is literally just the Drive soundtrack.
Let's cut
Is
that
that
out.
what it is?
Yeah, I don't have that going right now.
I didn't figure out how to turn it off. I'm sure it's not difficult.
I mean, it's fine. My audio is the one that everyone's going to be hearing. We should be fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So how do you feel about the name Tiny Dynamite? Isn't that a cool name?
Yeah, who came up with it?
I think I made it as a joke and everybody said, okay, let's use it.
Don't think that happened. I think this guy did it.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah, I did.
I'll give you all the rights to it. There you go. I mean, not really.
Yeah, okay, well,
Legally,
that's legally. We all heard that right now.
Yeah, it's recorded.
I give you
it's binding.
I give you the acknowledgement that you may have created it, but I'm taking all legal.
I own half that
responsibility.
mascot as well. We have a mascot.
We do. It's if you're looking at any of the pages of where you may have found this podcast, it's going to have them. It's on the cover of the album art of the podcast. It's on the Twitch. It's on the Discord. He's everywhere.
And Tom is gonna put it on the screen in post now.
I'm
Yep.
not stop saying posts. I'm never going to do it. I was listening to the 2020 Game of the Year, and Corey kept saying, "Hey, Tom, you got to throw that cover of Doom Eternal on here right now, right?" Like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Put it in post.
I don't edit video. What are you talking about?
That's the joke.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Oh, our title's wrong. I thought I edited that.
We're not playing Batman. What are you doing?
Yeah, it messed up.
You fucked everything up. People would be we're gonna come in here and be like, "Where's Batman?" And there's gonna be no Batman.
I updated it. Why didn't it? It should be changed.
Uh,
There it goes. Okay. I didn't
it's
press the.
just it changed now, but when we actually pull the file, it's still gonna have the old game on there. I think
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
That's fine. Uh, you keep going. I'm doing something real quick.
Oh
I'm
boy,
so large in this chair. I just tuned into the stream.
Yeah, you're adorable.
how you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good.
I gotta pull the docket because I'm prepared all the time. So fill
I
up
had
this empty
I had I
chair
had
here.
something for personal news, and now I don't remember what it was.
Must
So
not be that
no,
important.
it must not have been.
You're,
Well,
you're
that's
moving back to Boston. That's what you're gonna say.
yeah, okay.
Are you shipping off to Boston?
I am
Whoa,
not.
whoa, whoa.
These are all fabrications.
All right, I got my little docket here.
I,
Let me just move that
I
over
don't
so
think
I
I
can.
can. I don't think I can afford living out there.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
Tom,
You got
Tom can. You
you-
just get yourself a free condo.
exactly. You gotta abuse your family when you can.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I get a house, if somebody dies and I get a house,
Oh yeah, of
maybe I'll be
course.
all set.
Kill Tom. Take his house. I think that's how it works.
Yes, and then by the quickening, I will also rule the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh
And
no.
then
I
the
mean,
world.
this is all sounding pretty promising for me. So, what were you doing maybe a week ago, 10 years ago?
I don't think I was alive, Tom.
Oh no, weren't alive. What
No.
about you, Carvels?
Yeah, I don't know what a capybara's lifespan is, but I don't think I was around.
You weren't playing such great Nintendo Wii U hits such as New Super Mario Brothers U and I think Zombie U
Oh, wait,
and
didn't they change the name of that?
Zombie U?
Yeah,
they changed the ports to not say Zombie U. They just called it Zombie.
that's
But
a
yeah, they
no,
did
that's
change the
that's a
name.
Cranberry song. You're mistaken.
That's Zombie.
Zombie. No, I never. I had a friend, a roommate who got the Wii U, and I played some games on it. I guess it was kind of lame.
Hey, hey, we don't talk ill of the
Uh,
Wii U here.
I think even
Um,
Nintendo talks ill of the Wii U.
Yeah, because it didn't print money like all their other systems did. They weren't
I
used to
I
taking the L.
I appreciate the gimmick they were going for with the Wii U, but I personally think it was a flop.
Oh, really? Personally, you thought it was a flop. Okay, it wasn't the
Personally, I don't know what the numbers
printed
are.
publications and
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't pay attention to games news.
well, your hunch might be onto something. It was not a roaring success like their previous system, the Wii or the congruent 3DS.
I was a big fan of the 3DS. I think 3DS is great.
I like the game library on the 3DS, but I do not like the system of the 3DS.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I
That's
think the
that's
moment
it
they went
for
to the
me.
DS, it like they had the handheld market.
Which is funny because the PSP was a better system.
No one believes that. No one but
Uh,
you believes that.
PSP was a great system.
Okay, but the 3DS had like all the best games. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Three-
yes, that's where it succeeded. It had better games, but the hardware
3DS
was
had
shallow.
Pokemon, and that's all that matters,
It had
right?
shape. I don't know. It had the first Pokemon we can buy your own hats, and that's
That's very important as someone who wants hats.
I don't
I
care about
do
the
like a good
Pokemon.
hat.
I also had Style Savvy, where you ran a boutique and you got to do clothes design as a sequel to a DS game. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No,
Style
I
Savvy?
think
No?
no, I don't know.
No? That's a good game. Did you guys play video games?
This week?
I
I
mean
think I did.
we save that to the end.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I mean, I was asked if I played video games,
Tom,
and
are
I
you
had to
bringing
think
this
about
up
it.
because the Wii U turned 10! Exclamation point! Yay!
Yes, it's exactly why I am bringing it up because I enjoyed the Wii U.
I mean, somebody had to.
I know, right? Game and Wario, fun game. You had, I mean, a lot of the good games are all ported. The only thing that's still on there that's exclusive, that's worth playing, is Xenoblade X, and
Did they
there's
not
something
port
else
that?
too. I know Xenoblade X did not get ported. That, which is funny because it's the only Xenoblade game I actually like. And Star Fox is still exclusive to that system. That game was all right.
Which Star Fox was it?
Zero.
I haven't played a Star Fox game in ages.
It
I
was
think so.
good. It had a goofy control scheme where you like held up the touchpad and used it as a targeting reticle, but it was still a pretty solid game. It got a lot of hate. Everything else on that system was more or less ported out of it. It had I liked Splatoon 1 better than Splatoon 2, and I liked Mario Maker 1 more than I liked Mario Maker 2. Both of those were the Switch successors, but overall, like Hyrule Warriors, Mario 3D Worlds, Zelda was a cross release on the actual release of that game, so you had both versions out. Also, the two HD versions of the GameCube Zelda games are still on there, not on the Switch. So there's a few things worth playing. It's kind of hard to have this topic when nobody else gives a shit about the.
I'm sorry, Tom. No, I'm very
I-
excited the Wii U turned 10 years old. It can now journey to be a Pokemon master.
Oh, that's a good point. What do you
Yeah.
think the Wii U starter is?
Let's see. What's the awkward one that nobody seems to like, but just kind of exists?
The crocodile?
Yeah, the crocodile from the new game is what
I
the Wii
love
U
the
is.
Yeah, but
I
everyone
love
loves
the crocodiles.
everyone loves
Yeah,
the,
they're cute.
I mean like Totodile. Fuck that thing.
I like Totodile.
Okay.
Oh man, you're going up against a cute cat and a sassy duck. The crocodile can kick it.
That duck gets gay though. That's a gay duck. It's a queer duck.
Queer-coded duck.
And that cat.
Sona is saying how the PSP had emulators.
All right,
Ooh.
that's a good point. But your average Joe schmo doesn't use emulators.
I don't know. The PSP was pretty ripe. It was like how everybody had a flash card for their DS. It's just common at that point.
I remember when the PSP was out, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to play on it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't afford a PSP, so it just went unplayed. Like there was a Metal Gear that was on there, the card-based Metal Gear I wanted to play. There's some other stuff on there that I just never got my hands on. So
You should have told me. I would have hooked you up. When I was working at GameStop, I got. You see, when you work at GameStop, you can abuse the policies really badly.
Oh, we know, Tom. We know the sick
Yeah.
things you did at GameStop.
Yeah, so I would just buy things off people try to trade stuff in. So they'd be getting $80 credit. I'd just give them $80, and I'd take the item and for my own personal gain. And I had a stack of PSPs at one point. Good times. I
So
would have sold you one.
You're admitting to crimes here.
I don't think it's crime.
It
I
sounds
think
like
it's
crimes.
abusing. It sounds like GameStop abuse, and nobody gives a fuck.
Tom, GameStop
What?
cares. GameStop
GameStop
cares.
can go fuck themselves.
Okay,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
wow, that's
Say it here first. Edelgard, not a
You-
fan of PSP. Oh
you're
no, I
gonna-
love PSP. Sorry,
you're
not
really
a fan
gonna
of
put them in
GameStop.
the ground. You're really gonna put GameStop in the ground by trashing them on here.
I can't tell you the last time I've been to a GameStop.
Well, I go at once a month because I'm on that gamer exclusive club, whatever the fuck they do. What do they call it? Gamer's Edge or some shit?
I have no clue. I have not set foot in a GameStop in
Pro
years.
membership? Yeah, I think it's pro membership. They used to give you like what 10% off all the used items, but now all they do is give you a $5 coupon beginning of the month that only lasts the month. Like when they're once a month, it's spend $5 on whatever's in the clearance bin. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I bought a Boglin. I got a Boglin.
Who the fuck owns a Boglin?
This guy right here.
Below the age of
How
like
do you-
40. Who even remembers Boglins?
I
This
have
guy
no clue
right here.
what is a boglin.
All right, Joe, you got to look at what a Boglin is because you're exactly the kind of guy.
Tom,
who
can
would
you
like
bring up
Boglin.
a Boglin on our screen? Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah, put it in post.
Yeah, put that in
Oh,
post.
dude, I do love the boglin.
See, that's a guy who would like
It's
the
like a
Boglin.
hand puppet. It's like a little goblin fucker hand puppet.
And you can move their eyes with your fingers. You can make them talk. They're awesome. They're from the '80s, and they brought them back for some reason.
Yeah, dude, those are fun.
Yeah, see.
Were you even alive for
Yeah.
Boglins, Tom?
Yeah, that's not for Boglin.
If he has one, then yes. Like,
Well, no, because he got a new Boglin. They reintroduced them.
but it's still a boglin. He's here, and there's boglins.
I have an older brother, so all the stuff from like earlier '80s was carried on to me.
I mean,
Oh, they're funny.
That's why I know what He-Man is. That was like an early '80s thing.
they brought back He-Man like 7 times.
Yeah, but I had the figures from the '80s. I had a trash bag full of them. There's so
Plus,
many
I mean, I'm
fucking
sure
things.
you've seen the Dolph Lundgren movie.
Oh, of course I have. The boomer shooters, what the hell they're called? The teleportation things.
What?
Have you seen the movie?
I've seen the movie.
Yeah,
They
the
have like
boomer shooters or some
they have
shit.
hover discs.
Yeah, they have those too. But it's how they transported dimensions or some shit. I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie in 30 years.
You heard it here first, folks. Team Tiny Dynamite fucking rewatch of He-Man.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I do it too.
I'll do it.
Can we be like?
Wait,
Can
the
we?
80s He-Man?
Yeah.
So is there like a current restriction? Does anybody give a fuck if you watch an old 80s movie on Twitch and talk about over it? Or
I think
is that
it
still...
depends on who owns the rights, and since Canon's defunct as a studio, I don't know who owns the rights to it.
Probably Disney. If I had to take a
Yeah,
wild stab in the
I
dark.
mean, that's a pretty good guess, yeah. Anyways, the Wii U is 10 years old. We're
Nobody
all...
else gives a shit about the Wii U, but
No,
I
I'm sorry.
did.
I'm sorry.
But you know what
I
people do
talked
give
about
a
it.
shit about, guys? You know what people do give a
Playing-
shit about? They give a shit about
Breath
Pokemon.
of the Wilds at 120 frames per second and 4K on your PC with this Wii U emulator. Is that what they care about?
They might.
They care
I
about
care about that.
they care about unionization votes.
Do
Yeah,
they?
they do.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you'd do in New York.
Well, I mean, you do it across the country, but yes,
Yeah, you do it
Activision.
across the world.
The Activision Blizzard QA testers, I think, voted a second time.
Which ones? Which ones specifically?
The QA team.
The one in Albany, New York?
Isn't that where their QA is located?
Yes.
Do they have
That's
multiple
one of
QAs?
the Q. I mean, they have a lot. Yeah, it's a giant company.
Do they?
Yes.
You only need 16 people for that. I'm sorry,
Well, apparently
14.
You need none, according to some of these companies out there.
Oh yeah, no, it was they were trying to block that vote pretty heavily, and they lost another vote. 14 in favor, I think out of 16, so 2 either abstained or didn't vote at all.
I mean, we love
Scab.
a union victory.
We do. I was in a union.
There's been a lot of anti-union push because there's so many big union pushes out there. But go support
No
your
kidding,
local
they're-
union and don't cross a picket line.
Scabs.
That's
Yeah,
not what a
don't-
scab is.
No, that's not what a scab is.
What's
Scabs are
scab?
people that work when they're people picketing.
Yeah, when someone crosses a picket line, you just call that a piece of shit, right? Like that's already a
Yeah,
word.
that's just a shitbag.
But aren't you talking about the people who cross the line or the people who going to work?
The
when they're
people
not
who work
supposed to?
there are scabs. They have to. The people who like not only cross the line but work at the place to replace workers are scabs.
Yeah, isn't that what crossing the line means? What do you mean? it's
No,
No.
you can if like say Stop and Shop was on the strike because
Oh,
they've
people
been
who
on
just
strike.
continue to
Yeah,
shop there?
people
Yeah.
who continue to shop there
Oh, okay.
because they're then supporting the store while the workers are striking instead of supporting the workers.
Yeah.
I was a train union, so everybody who crossed the line was somebody who worked there.
Man, I mean like the train union just had a whole thing.
Oh, I know about the train union. I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Tom, tell us about the train union on this gaming podcast.
I will not do such a thing. I don't want to attract the train people.
What's wrong with the train people?
They're not getting
no-
paid time off.
No comments.
And Joe Biden told them to go back to work.
What a scab.
Stop saying that.
I mean, Joe Biden's the boss. He's the guy who hires the scabs. At least in this case he is.
I don't know. Does anyone want a scab for that fucking company where you can't get any sick days?
I don't know, man.
I'm sorry, you get 1 sick day now. How gracious of them.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. We need our people to run our trains, but maybe just hire more and pay them better so that they can take better care of themselves so then they're sick less.
I have
don't
no
know.
comment on this. And
Anyway, it's not gaming.
No. Anyways, despite Activision Blizzard attempting to stop them, 14 of the QA testers voted to unionize a second time. So good for them. Hopefully they get it.
Yay!
And they get to wound at least one boss. That's how it works. In America, you can wound one boss,
Yeah.
2 bosses.
Who is actively highlighting stuff in the document right now?
Oh, me. Sorry.
No, that's good because it says anonymous hamster, and I thought that was perfect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I am a capybara, which is also a rodent, so.
Hey
you
Tom,
know.
Yo, what's up?
this is what you
Hey,
are.
stop that.
With
Stop
the
that.
shape of an L on her forehead.
Okay,
Not doing this.
now stop that.
You're harming the audio podcast with your antics.
Well, this is how we, they'll be so curious as to what's going on. They'll have to find the archive stream. But Tom, speaking of archive streams,
Yeah, what about him?
What about
Nintendo
Arcade
recognizes Pokemon isn't the 10 out of 10 they made it out to be.
That's a
What?
terrible segue.
That is a terrible segue.
We need a segue.
Nintendo kept saying they've received no complaints about the quality of the Pokemon title, which is like an absolute lie. So
Yeah.
now they're saying, okay, we've had some complaints. Here's a patch, and the patch, from my understanding, it helps clear. I don't play this game on a Switch because I'm not a monster, and I realize the Switch is a piece of shit. But people who are running this on a Switch are saying they have less slowdown in towns, but it's still not a great experience. And that's what that story's about. It's about Nintendo saying, "Oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't as great as we made it out to be. Maybe there are a few complaints."
You know, God
Yeah.
forbid a fucking company admit they've done wrong.
I mean, thank God they did though.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Speaking of Tom, who the hell
Yeah.
is Jeff Cayley?
the Doritos Pope.
Oh, that guy.
He runs the Game Awards every year.
I don't know what the Game Awards are. I'm not gonna lie. I've never watched them.
It's like
Is it on
any of your
Spike
Hollywood-
TV?
oh, it used to be. Now it's just streamed.
Are they important?
They do a lot. I mean, it's mostly just commercials and trailers, and then every so often they have somebody come up on stage and say they got best game award for some category. But it's mostly just for the trailers. It's like
It's
going to
E3.
movies early, and yeah, it's kind of like the E3 during the winter. Not too far off. In fact, I think he's helping with the new E3.
That's right.
That's
E3 is
coming up.
coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's by the people who did it's ReedPop, so it's the same organization who runs Gamescom and PAX.
Oh
Is it
boy,
Gamescom?
they'll get a smell unbeknownst to man in those places.
I will continue not going to them.
Yeah, I've never been, and I can't say I plan on going to an event like that either.
Tom,
I
you've
went
been
to
you've been to
maybe
PAX.
I went to both coastlines PAX for about 10 years straight, and I've had my fair share of conventions, and I think I'm done with them.
Yeah, it's the only place I've ever smelt. Like it was truly vile. The scent. It had a presence, and I don't want to get too into it, but I think it called me the F word.
I mean, probably.
Just the smell called you the F word?
There was, I think, Tom, you were with me. We went up to the bridge over the main convention floor, and there was just like a miasma of scent.
Oh, you're talking about Seattle?
No,
Oh,
this
no,
was
Boston?
this was in Boston, where they have like the Seaport
yeah,
District,
that weird tunnel that goes above the showroom.
where
Like the
apparently
dark, dank tunnel.
it went above. It was somehow dark despite being in the sky,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
just funneled all the scent into it from the floor below, and it was like corn chip and dog and feet and cat all together. And I could not, like, they were trying to scrub it clean. They had air purifiers put out, but they couldn't get it out. It was a presence. I saw 4 men in utility suits with like proton packs come out to try to fight it.
You got me with corn chip.
It smelled like corn chip. It was gross. It was So yeah, don't go to those events live. Just watch them on well, actually, this is a good segue. We can talk about this now. If you want to watch the Game Awards, Tom, why not watch it on Valve's streaming service?
Did I put this into the docket?
I put it at the end of the docket.
Oh, okay. Let me scroll down.
So Valve is going to be giving away a free Steam Deck for every minute, for however many minutes during the Game Awards. I hope everyone's bought theirs and gotten theirs already. But I guess if you watch it through their streaming service on Steam, which I didn't know existed, you get a chance to win a free Steam Deck if you want that.
Remember when you can buy
I might-
movies on Steam? That was fucking weird.
You could buy movies on Steam.
You used to be
Yeah.
able to. There was this weird window of time where they tried to push that.
Hold on a second. Don't you mean walking simulators? Okay,
Gamer
but
humor.
yeah, that's what we do here.
Yeah. Oh, that Jeff Keighley mentioned was he's feeling really good about this year's E3. Or no, it was our Game Awards.
I if I recall correctly, I watched the Game Awards last year, and It was not
I'm-
amazing.
I always watch them.
Do you really?
Yeah, you get to see Jeff Keighley talk to his best friend Hideo Kojima, even though he doesn't speak English, and it's very weird.
Well, I mean, they have a translator.
Yeah, it's just weird how they're such great friends and they don't even speak the same language.
That's how good of friendship they have.
Yeah, exactly.
That speaks the language of artiste.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
think the translator's in on the friendship too, or do you think
No, they
like
hate that guy.
yeah, do you think it's like really uncomfortable for him? I couldn't imagine doing that for as a profession.
I
Good
highly
job to anyone out there who does it.
I highly expect the next this new Game Award's going to have the trailer for his new game.
What do you think it's
Um,
gonna be?
is that the one
What?
they have all those he's getting all those actors he keeps announcing for it?
Yeah, that's all he's doing is he just wants to be a director for movies so badly. He just gets all his Hollywood talent and just
Yeah, but
touts them.
don't let him direct
Weird.
movies. Don't let him direct movies. His games are
I don't-
ridiculous.
At least they'll be over in probably 4 hours, as opposed to whatever the fuck Death Stranding was. That game was miserable. Did you play that game?
No, people liked it though for some reason.
No. Some people liked it, and those people are wrong. It's like people who like Metal Gear Solid 4 that is wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure, that's your
Yeah.
opinion, man. But
That's
actually,
what I do here. This is my whole platform. This is why this exists. So I can give my shitty opinions on the
but,
internet.
but actually, young assaulted girls would become cybernetic super soldiers, right? That's what that game was about. Bunch of damaged
Yeah.
like young women with horrible issues.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Like
Corey. She's
Cyberpunk?
naked because she breathes through her skin, you fucking monster.
That's why you. I feel bad now, Tom. I doubted Kojima, and he was right. She was naked for a
Yeah.
reason.
Did you, what was the phrase? Words and deeds. Regret your words and deeds? I think that's what he said.
Did he really
Probably
say that?
translated. He said, once you understand why Quiet's the way she is, you will regret your words and deeds.
To be fair, I regret my words and deeds. He was right.
Yeah, it's true. Very creative.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up the other topic I had listed here. I just want to know how you guys are feeling about Kojima's new game, and if you're gonna play it, or you have any
Tom, I
interest
don't
in
like Metal
playing
Gear
it.
Solid. I've always thought they were goofy,
I mean, they're incredibly goofy. They're
Yeah.
anime.
but I also
They're
don't.
Yeah,
anime.
no,
I don't
it's
find them
just a
fun to
spy
play.
anime.
It's
I disagree with that. I like the majority of that series.
like if I want to play a stealth game, I'll play Hitman. If I want to
Okay,
play something wacky, I'll play Saints Row. Why are you combining Hitman and Saints Row?
that's a great point. It came out on the PS1, so it predates both of those games. I mean, Solid did anyway. First two games were from the 80s.
Yeah, but they've gotten weirder.
Oh, 100%. Chemical Burgers.
Burger.
Chemical Burger.
I mean, I respect
Yeah.
Kojima. I respect he's a weird freak, little goblin man, and he just does what he does.
It is respectable in its own way.
Yeah.
But
I just wish I didn't have to pay for his bad art.
I wish someone, would edit for him, and he didn't put his goddamn name on everything 1,000 times everywhere.
Well, that was the joke in Metal Gear Solid 5. I think he was getting fired and he was just throwing his name up on everything just to be a douche.
Yeah, but he used to do that for the other games too. It's everywhere.
Not
Writer,
really.
director, God
Yeah.
King.
Yeah. Well, some people just got to do that for themselves.
MGS5 had chapter breaks in between. There was a bunch of chapters, and in between every chapter it would say story directed by Hideo Kojima. So it came up like 20 times in that game. So it was like super obvious. I'm pretty sure it was just him being cheeky.
I mean, that's fair. He was wronged, I'll grant you. Everyone wanted to play that PT game.
Yeah, that game did look sick as fuck.
Sick as fuck.
Sick as fuck.
Did you not play the PT
Demo? No.
demo? Yeah.
Is that still
And then it was
available?
unavailable. No.
Oh no, that was taken off the internet a decade ago. But
Yeah, but it was taken off the
play it.
internet. Is it still available?
I mean, you can download it if it was already in your download history, I believe, unless they took that out. But I mean, it's online. You can download it and put it on your PS4. PS4s are pretty easy to hack nowadays.
I don't have a PS4, so.
You don't need it. Don't worry. FPS 4 released they had their first 3D game rendered in their emulator for PS4, which is pretty exciting.
Mm.
Some soccer game. I forgot the name. Ricky Rhino soccer or some shit.
Ricky,
And this is where Tom and Post will put the Ricky Ronaldo meme in.
Ricky Ronaldo. I'll
who's
play that
Oh
game.
no, the soccer meme where it comes up with the soccer title. You know,
No idea what you're talking about.
some soccer meme, some soccer game, video game meme. It's a good one. I can't remember what it is now though.
Yeah, there's a bunch of PS4 emulators in active development, and one's actually showing 3D rendering, which is a big step. So cool. And the cool thing about the PS4 emulators is they're saying that they're very similar in architecture to the PS5. So you probably end up having a PS4/PS5 emulator sooner than later.
That's neat.
It is neat. I mean, there's nothing really on the PS5 worth playing, but you know, it's it's gonna be available at some point. I like emulators. What do you want from me?
what I want from you, Tom, is to tell me all about CD Projekt Red's success recently.
Well, they've patched their game to 1.6 recently. They had a big marketing push with an anime they made. I don't think they made it, but they had it made for
Cyberpunk
them.
Edge Runners.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I don't know if you tried to search for some wallpapers recently and like to use the keyword cyberpunk, much like I like to do. But it's all that anime now. It is wildly popular. I have yet to watch it.
I haven't watched either, although I do have access to it.
Yeah, I downloaded it off the internet. What are you talking about?
What? What are you talking about? Downloaded it off the
Well,
internet. We all have Netflix subscriptions.
I don't
yeah,
pay for Netflix. What are you talking about?
okay.
Tom,
So my
Tom, we're sponsored by Netflix today.
I
my
pay for
mic.
Hulu, and Hulu changed my fucking. They charge me more money now, and they took me off the ad-free Hulu. Have you tried to watch Hulu with ads? It is maddening. They show you the same fucking ad like 5 times a show. It's fuck Hulu.
I don't have Hulu with ads because I have it through my phone. But I have seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and let me tell you what, it is really good. I really enjoyed it, and I did go back and replay Cyberpunk after watching it. So it worked.
Well,
That's good.
it's gonna be unfortunate for them when I watch it and then go and play Shadowrunners because I've been mistaken.
I mean, you can do that too. That's fine. But it's a really fun anime, and it's nice and short. Like it's just one season, which we like.
Oh, I
You
love it.
know.
I loved it when shows were starting to become 10 episodes each, and that was like the greatest time ever.
When was that?
Yeah.
There was always animes that came along in the main. Like the typical anime series season was 24 to 28 episodes, but there were also shows that ran from between like 8 to 12, and those are always the ones I prefer to watch because you can be done with them. And then TV shows like the whole streaming world took down episodes from like 24 episode seasons to like 8 to 10. Like your everything on your Amazon Prime and your Hulu and all that stuff. They're mostly broken down to 8 episodes, unless they're British and they can do whatever the fuck they want. 3 episodes, 4 of them. Sorry, 4 episodes, 3 of them being 6 hours each, and one of them being 45 minutes, whatever they're doing that week.
Yeah. Cyberpunk has 10 episodes at like 25 minutes a pop, give or take.
I need to watch that show.
It's
I
yeah,
will.
it's a nice tight 10 seasons or 10 episodes, real good. Love it. Go watch it.
The reason this is on the news docket is that it did very well for them, and they sold a lot of copies of Cyberpunk, and they have a lot of viewership of that anime. So they're
Well,
doing
I'm
pretty well.
glad that disastrous release full of crunch and sucking up to Elon Musk paid off for them in the end.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah! Well, that
Gamers
game has grind in it.
she's terrible in it, right?
Oh, she's very, very stiff. Yes.
So were you when you watched her, am I right, buddy?
Oh,
Whoa!
Hey!
Hey! These arm
Gamers
movements
got
really help.
I can't do
gamers
arm
do have
movements like that
smooth brains though.
for sure.
Gamers are the worst boycotters in the world. They'll never boycott anything.
I love
Yeah.
that. I still use that image of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 release, the original Modern Warfare 2. It was the group. It says boycott Call of Duty for no private servers or local servers, whatever it was, and then everybody in the boycott list is playing Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
I use that meme all the time. It's great.
gamers. There's no conscience. They're monsters of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Look
tracks.
look how many people are playing fucking Call of Duty right now.
Yeah. 2 people who show up on the show pretty frequently.
I mean, we can all agree they're monsters. And they're not here to
Oh,
defend themselves, so it's fine.
we'll call them monsters when they're on. It's fine. I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. You call people monsters like people who don't have your latte ready, monsters.
We talking about chai latte because it better be fresh. Need that nutmeg.
You absolutely do. What else we got on the docket?
Selena was saying how PT is a masterful work of art, and I would agree with that. It's definitely pretty unique and
I mean, any work of art really helps when you don't have to play through hours of it, right? You don't get bored of it. That was
Yeah.
like 10, 20 minutes.
kind of. It's one of those things people kind of went through and picked apart. So that to see everything, you got to do X amount of things in specific ways. So there's a lot of functionality out of it. But if you actually just want to get through it, I don't know because to actually get the ending where you get the Silent Hills title card, I think you have to do a little bit of actual digging to get it done. It's like one of those things that people are not really sure what triggers it. It's like a number of things that people are not 100% on. You're supposed to like look in the menu and look for like a emblem in the background of the options menu and all that Kojima nonsense.
It's super duper convoluted. And
Yeah.
you have to I don't even know.
Speaking of convoluted,
Yeah, this better be a good segue.
um, anyone played Halo Infinite?
I played it when it launched for the online multiplayer. I said I was going to play the campaign and I never did.
Oh, when
And
did the campaign come out?
I don't know, it was December last year, I think. The beta, I'm pretty sure for the beta was the multiplayer. I think that came out earlier in the year. I want to say between the end of summer, fallish, and then it came out with a campaign in December. But the campaign came out without co-op, and I still think there's no co-op on the campaign. Am I correct on that? I don't follow Halo very closely anymore. It's not 2008.
I haven't played it. I watched you play it for a second when the
Yeah,
beta came out.
I did enjoy it. It was fun, especially when they had that mode where you just spawn with random weapons, Fiesta mode or what they were calling it. That was really fun. And yeah, I guess they've had a pretty rocky release schedule where they haven't been putting out a lot of stuff, and a lot of people have been leaving the company. And now the head director of multiplayer has left the company. 343
Matt Booty.
Matt Booty.
Oh,
Matt
is that his real
Bodie.
name? That's not like a. Only a
I don't
month after
know.
Xbox. Oh, so Matt Booty left earlier. Today, Tom French left. He was
Yeah,
the.
Tom French. Yeah,
Who
that's
the
the
hell
one.
is Matt Booty? I want to meet that man. What a great name.
Matt Booty. You better have a nice ass.
So Tom French has worked for 11.5 years on Halo. Does that mean he started with it? When did Halo first come out?
2001.
Okay, I'm way off then. So he would have started after Halo 3.
11 years ago? No, that would have been 4.
So yeah, after. Wait, when did 4 come out?
2010, 2011, I
Was
think.
there something in between those? When was ODST?
ODST and Reach came up between 3 and 4.
All right. So that's still a long time, although I guess there weren't as many Halo games in between.
You had 4, 5, 6, Wars 2.
There's way more Halo than I thought. I'm assuming he didn't work on the multiplayer for the fucking RTS games though.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Let's get Matt Booty in here and ask him.
I want to meet Matt Booty.
Matt Booty, come on the podcast. We can talk to you about Tom French. In fact, we can easily Google and get information for, but we want you on personally.
Yeah. Because we want to find out direct from the horse's mouth. And you can use a little horse avatar.
We can talk about your booty.
He's not coming on the podcast now.
I don't think
Maybe
we need.
he's into it.
I don't think we need to
He
talk
might
about.
be, but I don't think so.
Matt Booty.
So that looks rocky. I guess people are probably worried about that, given how.
Yeah, they were saying how it's kind of in a decline with retention and active development. So that's something.
Speaking of decline, is the Callisto Protocol that Dead Space game?
Yeah, it's people who used to work at what's the company who made the development team behind Dead Space? Whatever one I'm Velocity, not Velocity. It's one of those. Starts with a V, I'm pretty sure.
Is it
They all
Volition?
pretty much Volition. They went on to make this new company, which I don't know the name of, but they released Callisto Project, so
That's because
Protocol.
wasn't Volition taken over by EA and
Oh, it was 100% EA.
gutted
And
gutted to death?
yeah, it was, Dead Space 3 was that the what was it? The materials were all single use and you had to pay for them if you didn't want to like go grind them in game. It was one of those things.
But it was co-op, right?
I think 2 and 3 are co-op. I only played the first Dead Space. I do not know.
3 is definitely co-op, and if there's one thing I know, you want some co-op in your space horror game.
Yeah.
You need a friend with you, perhaps a small
Remember
teddy
Fear
bear.
3? Fear 3 added it was like a fucking Army of Two game. It was weird.
Did you get to play as like the creepy little girl and a soldier? Because that would be great.
No, you played as the guy from the first game and the main antagonist from the first game as a ghost. He was a ghost man.
What?
Yeah, like you kill him. He's like your brother. So I can't remember the story of Fear, but pretty sure he's your brother, and you kill him at the end of Fear, and then he comes back as a ghost man in 3, and one of the co-op players is him. Do they ever give him a name? Because they call him the Point Man, the main character of the first game. They never actually said his name. You ever play Fear 2? That game is fucked up.
Is that the one where they forcibly impregnate a young girl to get psychic super soldiers?
Uh, yes, that is the ending to 2.
Okay, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, I was gonna go play that.
Okay, go play it. It's a fucking great game. It's just fucked up. Fear 1 and 2 were excellent games. 3 was a misstep. It was that era where everything had to be co-op.
So when Callisto Protocol came out, I haven't played the game, but I did see a bunch of people talking about how buggy it was, even on high performing rigs. I saw how, everyone said what a just terrible release it was. It has mostly negative reviews on Steam, but apparently after 24, 48 hours, a patch came out that fixed up most of the issues. So people are wondering why not just push it out 2 or 3 days.
I don't know if they knew how bad it was and they needed the feedback to say what it was. It was the game didn't pre-cache the shaders, so they would dynamically do it. Like if you're running an emulator, like a PS3 or a Wii U or a Switch game emulation, when you load a new area, you have that stuttering while it compiles all the shaders into memory.
That's really annoying, though.
Yeah, it's a thing. It doesn't really happen with PC games, which is a big problem if you play games on Linux, because Linux doesn't have that dynamic shader compilation like you'd have on your Windows that have native drivers made for Windows to talk to the video card and not have this happen. So it's strange that it's happening on Windows. I mean, it's probably just another day for anybody who uses games on Linux.
Sona says, didn't follow Halo's development, just major releases. Infinite was the death of Halo, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I thought the multiplayer was a lot of fun. It's just I'm kind of over the moon physics of Halo. It was a big console thing. On PC, it just kind of feels like you want more response, and Halo is the anti-response.
I mean, yeah, but at least it's not a gritty. I guess they made it real gritty with ODST, but a gritty, realistic war shooter.
I mean, the great thing about it is that it was free to play, so anybody can just jump on and play it. It's kind of a convoluted market, but I'm not sure what else is really in the market for competitive shooters that are free to play. Because for now you have Splitgate and you have Shatterline, but what else is there other than that?
Well, I mean, it's battle royales.
Exactly. What if you don't want to play a battle royale though?
Then I don't know. I don't know who you are, Tom. Who doesn't want to play a battle royale?
What's Quake Champions? Do people play that? Is that a like 2-team deathmatch kind of thing, or what's Quake Champions?
Quake Champions.
That came out a while ago and it's still going, but I've never actually played it. I was never a big Quake guy. I was more of an Unreal Tournament fan.
Well reviewed.
Oh, I don't hear positive talk about it, but I've never played it, so I have no real opinion. I still hate Fortnite for killing Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, but you play Fortnite every day.
I know, begrudgingly. I
have Quake Champions looks like it looks just like a redo of Quake, man.
I have a single tear rolling down my cheek every time I boot up Fortnite. I look at my Ariana Grande and Spider-Gwen skins and just think to myself, this could have been Unreal Tournament. Yeah. So, you guys hear about Battlefield 2042? Huh?
No, what happened to Battlefield 2042?
Yeah, what happened to Battlefield 2042?
EA recognizes they had a pretty rough year with that game, but they're saying now, about a year later, that they're in it to win it, and they're gonna have a nice push and try to get that game up and want people to come back and play it.
I played Battlefield 2042 when it launched. It was a It's just a mess.
That was terrible. I mean, I don't like Battlefield as it is, but my caring and loving friend Taylor decided to get it for me for my birthday, despite the fact he knows I don't like Battlefield. I don't know how to explain that,
Well,
but
it's
I
because he
played it for
hates
a
you.
little.
He
I
hates.
think it's because he hates me. Yeah. When I buy gifts, I try to find things that people like. Now, this game he's very vocally against. I should buy it for him. It's a $60 game. You know, that's money well spent. Anyway, I played it and I had a miserable time, but it also was a giant glitch fest.
I mean, it was fun to fly the hovercrafts up the building. Um, to get stuck and stuff all the time, that was great.
So, are you going to go back to 2042 now that they're promising it to be good?
Well,
Remember they said they're going to.
I like the Battlefield games. They're not my favorite thing, but I enjoyed them. But Battlefield 2042, they had that weird class system, right? You don't get like just loadouts, you get classes now, which is
Yeah.
bizarre. Um, everyone had wingsuits or something to fly on. It was cool when the big destruction events happened, like the tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff, but it wasn't that great. I think they ended up cutting down the number of players just because of like how buggy the maps got. Couldn't handle the gigantic number of people playing.
Hmm. I
Terrell's giant head is like freaking me out when it's turned.
Yeah, can you
mm,
can you stop looking at us, gerbil? Thanks.
I'm not a gerbil. I'm a capybara. And I remember seeing footage of Battlefield being really glitchy at launch, and I just gotta say I'm tired of this happening with like every fucking game, right?
Especially when they're $60 releases.
Yeah,
It was a
it's pretty
$60. Yeah,
exhausting.
it was ridiculous that it was a full price game and how buggy it was. And it was especially annoying because some of the bugs, I remember, it was fun going back and forth, the Battlefield style, like control different zones, attackers push up. But I remember it ended up getting to certain points where like you couldn't advance because they parked tanks on top of like a building that you had to take. And it was just impossible to charge up on it when you're just like infantry. It was madness that you could summon vehicles anywhere, and they would just set up like tank artillery all over the top of a skyscraper, or they just drop a tank on you to be funny. I don't know. If you want to go back to Battlefield 2042, Tom, I know you're a big fan. I'll go with you.
I'm all set.
You and me, buddy. Battlefield Bros.
I'd
Battlefield
rather
Bros.
rather play Halo.
We'll be an army of two.
Army of Two is a great game. I'd rather play that. Want to play Army of Two? You can actually come over and play it.
I'm
You
trying
can
to
even
do.
co-op it.
I'm trying to do two. I can't. No, I don't want to. I played that game, the first one, years ago.
It was fun.
So
Fun game.
it looks like the next thing in the docket is that there's been a Fortnite leak of Witcher and Doom skins.
Well, that's
guess.
already been the game. The season started today. This was supposed to be yesterday,
Oh, okay.
but today the season
Yeah,
started,
we
and
could
those
just
are all in
announce.
fact in there. Yeah.
We-
They are in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Geralt, Jerry Rivera. He's gonna be a quest line skin. You got the Doomslayer. You have some anime character that Tom recognizes that I don't.
My Hero Academia. I don't know the character's name, but it's the main kid with like the green jacket and hair.
Okay.
I don't
So
watch anime.
if everything is Fortnite, everything is a shared universe, right?
Sure.
Everything can be in any universe now.
Why
None
not?
of it matters. IP
Oh.
doesn't matter anymore.
Fortnite is like if you have a kid's toy box and you pour all of his action figures on the ground and just make them clack into each other. That's what Fortnite more or less is.
Yeah, except
Yes.
it's 30 and 40-year-old men buying Spider-Gwen skins, let's say.
I feel like I'm personally attacked right now. I didn't buy shit. I earned that. I earned those skins, buddy. Bucko.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, but it seems from the outside kind of exhausting.
I mean, what is IP? Why does it matter?
Yeah, I guess. What is anything?
It's all a corporate capitalistic scam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all just meaningless distractions to keep us busy.
Did you read about the Australian push to have Parliament pass that games that have loot boxes have to be automatically rated 18 plus or non-rated?
That's fair. Kids have a gambling problem because of video games.
Yeah,
true.
no, I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, and that's not. I don't think that's on the docket, but I read about it today, so that's cool. Fuck loot boxes. I like battle passes. How do you guys feel about battle passes?
I think they're fine, I guess, as long as they give you at least as much to buy the next battle pass,
Yeah,
and
that's the
with
thing.
then some. Yeah,
I
well, some don't, right? But
I think Siege does. I know for a fact that Fortnite does. So you can just buy one, and if you don't spend your money on skins or whatever, you can just roll it into the next season. Keep it
yeah,
going.
I think it does also keep you hooked on the game, though, right? Like, because you gotta play
But
to
look at it
finish your
this way:
battle pass.
Fortnite has, I think, 4 seasons a year, like as you do, 4 seasons, and each season is $10 to get in. So
Yeah.
that's $40 a year, as opposed to games that release at $60 and you play it for about 2 weeks and then you buy another game. I think
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
the value is
that's pretty
there.
good. That's pretty good.
If that's assuming that you buy the Battle Pass fresh and don't keep the money and roll to the next one,
Plus, how
you
else
still
am I
get.
supposed to be ninja?
I think
Exactly.
he just
Yeah.
bought Ninja. I don't think he was on the Battle Pass.
I
There's
mean,
some
or you.
YouTuber on the new season, and I don't remember who
I
it
was
is,
gonna
but
say
You said it was
something we
Mr.
can't say
Beast.
on Twitch.
Mr. Beast. You know who Mr.
What
Beast
the?
is?
Yeah, I know who Mr. Beast is. Are they adding him to the game?
Yeah, he's in the game.
What? You can be
Yeah,
Mr. Beast?
yeah.
That's weird. I don't like that. I really, when he did the thing where he made
Squid Games.
Squid Game, yeah, that was really weird and gross. Like it feels like he missed the point entirely.
Yeah, but
I
that's
have
what he always.
legitimately no idea what you're talking about.
Mr.
I don't know
Beast
who
is
Mr.
an
Beast is.
insanely rich YouTuber, and like a lot of his big videos are like, here's a big crate of money. Here's some of my fans or my friends. First one to not touch the ground gets $100,000, or a gigantic game of tag. Or it's very goofy. He is the real life Squid Games.
I
He,
see. I've never
Like
seen Squid
paying.
Games.
Oh, it's okay. Think of it as people
It's
playing
it's a game
games
show,
for
but
their
violent,
life.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Playing games for their life or a big pot of money, right?
Sure.
Like
Are they are they
classic Yu-Gi-Oh.
are they killing people in this Mr. Beast show?
would,
No, no, but it's like
they
it.
degrade themselves by some degree.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
television is, isn't it?
It's
Yeah, but
exploitative.
we hated it then too. We hate watching like
Right, and the point of the Squid Game show is that like doing that is bad. So then when you like go and recreate it, it's kind of weird and you didn't get the point and it's I don't know, it seems extra gross. I don't know.
What can I be the
Uh,
nostalgia critic? That's my season pass.
oh my god, you get shot so quickly.
can I be can I be like Linkara?
I don't know who that
I
is.
don't know who that is.
He's another one of those internet weirdos. It's okay.
I want to. Can
I
I
don't
be?
do a lot of internet, so
Can I be Boogie 1988 or whatever?
only if
Yeah.
he's the Francis character.
Um,
He just wants Mountain Dew or whatever the fuck he does.
can I be Bart the General? I want to be Bart the General.
Barton is an adult now.
Marge.
You're breaking my heart.
All right. What do we got next in the docket?
That's my YouTube right there. I understand that. I don't know what a fucking Mr. Beast is. I don't
Back
even
in
know what a
my day, we
ninja is.
watched bizarre fucking psychopath
I am
cartoons.
100% like 40-year-old news anchor who doesn't understand the world right now. Like, what is this Squid Game? Tell me about it.
You should watch Squid Game. It's a fun show. Like
And
it's a fun watch.
I heard it's on that Netflix that I don't pay for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll address that.
Speaking of things you don't pay for,
Yeah,
specifically you, Tom, Dungeons and Dragons is going to officially ditch the term race, and they're going to use the term species instead.
good.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
they've talked about doing this for a long time, especially with like,
Just makes sense.
the history. Oh, I don't know if it makes sense with using species, but I guess getting rid of race is fine. I just wish they used something different.
Yeah, I mean,
Species elf. I don't know.
Because
That's
a
fine. Species
race does
human.
not indicate like elf and human. That's a different species. It makes perfect sense. I don't understand why it's like
well,
a
yeah,
fucking
it's a different species, but so's like an owl bear, Tom, or a bug bear, or a goblin.
Yeah.
But like, which one of these is sentient, which is an important distinction in Dungeons and Dragons, and which ones of these are like, just normal fucking animals? So they should have another term that's like, these are the smart races, these are the races that we eat. That's how you can separate them.
I need you to stop saying racist, Corey.
What?
What the?
You just stop saying
I'm
that.
gonna. I feel weird. I'm about to advocate for like NPC rights, but like.
Well, I'm fine with NPC rights. I'm just like, what are the animals that are dumb, and what are the animals that are smart?
Wait. I'm for animal rights, but what about the ones that are dumb?
Well, yeah, it's like we don't give, we don't allow 35-year-old pigs to run for.
Four legs good, two legs bad.
What are you
What do you
saying
mean we
about
don't
owl
allow
bears?
25-year-old pigs to run for president?
First of all, I think owl bears are evil, and I think that's they have like innate moralities in different species, right? This is an
Okay,
innate.
but
Beholder is natively
before,
evil, but you leave my owl
hang
bears
on.
alone.
Beholder's
Yeah,
smart.
what
That's
would
fine
we?
being on the same level as a human or an elf. Beholders are intelligent.
But they're evil.
Well, so are many. I wouldn't say there's a lot of evil things that aren't intelligent. You have to make a decision for that.
It's the nerdiest conversation I've ever had.
Okay,
We're talking about
okay.
D&D.
I know.
They're also talking about the sort of an outdated notion of each race having some sort of genetic component to its bonuses, which there's an argument you can make with gamification, but there's also an argument you can make with like this is a lot of weirdo white dudes in the 1970s who came up with all this with a lot of scientific racism.
Really?
Also, Gary Gygax was on a lot of cocaine.
It was the 70s. What's the style at the time?
Um, so what? We go to species and we don't have special attributes for different species now?
I don't know if they're gonna go that far yet, but they were talking about like how outdated the notion is.
You're
Yeah,
not
I
getting out of
mean
the
it's
Ken movie.
outdated, but as far as I guess you could say like species X, you could be more proficient with X, Y, or Z.
I mean, I would
Um,
say I'm better at using computers than a dolphin. That's the difference between our species, and that's innate. Now, I haven't
But
met
you're
every
not good at
dolphin.
swimming.
What was that?
You're not good at swimming.
I thought you said I wasn't as good with women, which
I mean,
that might be the
I mean,
case.
yes for that too.
You're right.
Those
Yeah,
dolphins get what they want.
dolphins are probably better swimmers than I am, but
Yes.
yeah, I don't think that that's completely outdated, especially if we're gonna go from race to species. I think like having different attributes for different species makes perfect sense.
I mean,
I
but
don't
that's
know.
like, at what
Monkey
level?
are climb good.
I mean, at what level you have to gamify the world somewhat, and that's how you gamify it.
Yeah.
These origins give you these bonuses. That's what people want, so to diversify characters. That's how an RPG works. Much like Tom's favorite RPG, any Zelda game.
Zelda 2.
That's the one you always throw out.
It's the RPG. What do you want from me?
But you're playing a role, Tom.
I'm playing a role in Tetris. Those bricks don't drop themselves.
They might. You don't know that.
Yeah, they go straight down and you lose in the first 5 pieces.
So, anyways, was it Wizards of the Coast? Is that who owns Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons? Yeah, they've been talking about doing this for a while. They wanted to be more racially aware. I mean, and that's good. I just like, are they gonna like come out with the next edition and do all this stuff? I don't know when sixth
They
edition.
are there is a new edition coming, and I don't think it's called Sixth. I think they've got like a weird number for it.
What, like
A weird number.
3.5?
No, I can't remember what they're calling it.
Octuple.
Google Puss. Is it gonna be Google Puss? I'll buy it if it's
let me see
Google
if I
Puss.
can find it.
Buy it. Like there's a solid thing you purchase anymore with Dungeons and
They're
Dragons.
calling it One D&D.
What?
They're naming it like
One
a console.
ONE D&D.
Is this an Xbox console?
D&D
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons Series X.
yeah, basically. And if you buy the special edition now, it comes with like fucking a wizard printed on it or something. I don't know. Yeah, so they're calling it One D&D. I don't know much about it. It's still kind of early on for that. but it's supposed to be the last D&D system you ever need,
Well,
kind of thing.
that's not true. They're gonna make you
You
buy
mean-
another
Yeah,
one.
just like how Windows 10 was the last Windows you ever need. Like it's
machines are
whatever.
never obsolete.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
books, though. These are goofy books, and you have to buy like a master's manual, and then a player's handbook, and then you get like supplements for like the cool races people want to play.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. It's cool species you want to play. And I'm all for. I think
Look at this
I'm all for
woke
people playing with.
capybara over here.
I'm all for people playing with proxies and Magic and playing with homebrew and D&D. Like make up your own games, have fun.
I prefer my games to be digitalized.
That's fine.
Now you play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate's a okay game.
I enjoy it. I just wish it was fucking finished.
Oh, 3. I haven't played 3 yet. I was waiting for it to be polished up a bit more.
Like I like Larian Studios a lot, but it's still just like not done yet.
I think it's still under the in development early access branch, so I mean it's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, but it's been there for like 2 years.
It's been there for a while. I bought that game
I bought it when it came out. I like
2020, I think.
I like Larian a lot. I liked their Divinity Original Sin games, but like, come on, move it along. The studio
Yeah,
has
man,
to be big enough.
Games take a while to make.
Not if you crunch, Tom. Not if you don't
Yeah.
unionize.
Yeah.
I like
And
how
then they come
Xbox-
out so well that they have to relaunch a year later with a new anime or a news story about how the game works now and you should come
Hey.
back and play it.
That wasn't early access. That was a released retail product.
That was like completely released, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what happens when you crunch, though, right?
yeah.
That's what you get when you crunch. You get Cyberpunk and you get Battlefield, and you get the fucking other one we just did, Callisto Project, like that.
Protocol, Fool.
Sona says Dark Alliance 2 was pretty sick. So was Icewind Dale.
That is correct.
Which
Those
one?
are, yeah,
Which
more
one's
the
Dark
D&D
Alliance? Is
game.
Dark Alliance the Diablo one?
No, yeah, it was like an action RPG, and then they made that weird one that was an Xbox Game Pass game that nobody liked. I've never played it, but Brett said it was bad.
I've never even heard of it.
It's not called Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It's just called Dark Alliance, and it was a 4-player, kind of like a gauntlet style game with loot, if I remember correctly. I didn't play it, but it is on Game Pass, and people did not like it.
There's also Baldur's Gate Magic cards. So if you really want to play Baldur's Gate, you
I mean, who doesn't
Yeah,
want to
you
play
lost
Baldur's
my
Gate?
interest like tenfold with that statement. So.
There's Baldur's Gate Magic cards? Oh my god,
Oh,
could I
man.
get less laid doing
It's like
something?
when I was looking forward to this Midnight Suns game, and then you told me there's cards in it. Like, well, that's off the fucking table.
Well,
man.
I like card games. It's just like I don't
I
really
know.
like Magic that much.
Yeah, for sure. Only fools play Magic cards. Not making any
Oh.
gestures to anybody. in
Oh,
this
do you want me to
chat.
do you want me to gesture?
Hey, I like my Magic cards, and that's that.
All right, but do you like roller coaster rides based on movies based on video games?
Do I?
Yeah, I think I do.
That's good. Anyways, so there's apparently a roller coaster in Spain. Let me look
That's
this
a
up.
country.
Yeah, it is a country.
hmm
There's a roller coaster in Spain at some sort of Spanish amusement park that is based on the Uncharted movie, which, as we all know, is based on the Uncharted movies that call themselves video games.
that's a-
yeah.
That's a stab right there.
Yeah, I know. It will open up in mid 2023 in Spain's largest theme park, Port Aventura World.
Is that Florida Mario theme park open yet? I
Is
don't
there
know
a-
if it's Mario or just Nintendo or something, but
I
it's
think it is open.
so I know the one in Japan opened. I'm not sure if the one in Florida opened. Who wants to go to Japan and or Florida?
If we go to Japan, we're going to Gundam Town. I don't know if it exists, but I assume there's a Gundam Town.
I think they took down
Yeah.
the Gundam Cafe. There was a life-size Gundam, and I think it's gone now.
They got rid of the Gundam. Who's going to defend against kaiju?
Yeah, what?
I
Or
don't think-
aliens,
Have
or
you seen Gundam? Where's their kaiju? This isn't fucking Pacific
Or-
Rim.
Yeah, but there might be kaiju that you have to fight with the giant Gundam. We're not having, there's no new types. Why have the Gundam?
You don't know that.
Shut up, new type.
I'm taking it as an insult.
So anyways, PortAventura World. The park just secured licensing with Sony Pictures for the rights to the movie, for the rights to the game. It's very confusing that they're basing a roller coaster on a movie that I don't think anyone saw. Did that movie do well?
Spain really likes Marky Mark.
Somebody's got to.
Sona says down. What does that mean? Are we down?
I think Sona's down to go to the Nintendo theme park.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm glad.
Yeah.
But is Sona down to go to Spain to ride the Marky Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland?
Sona just really
I
likes
am.
311.
I
They
don't know.
did that song down, right? I could be wrong. It's one of those shitty new metal bands.
The ride will be nearly 2,300 feet long and over 40 feet high.
Don't cut me off. We're
Shut
talking
up.
about 311 here.
The team at PortAventura World has designed a thrilling ride so that fans of the game and the film can now step inside Nate and Sully's shoes and go on their own white-knuckle treasure hunting race, said
Can I-
Jeffrey Godsick,
Can
executive
I
VP.
murder a bunch of brown people?
That
I'm
is
pretty sure that's
basic.
what the movie's about.
Oh man, do you get to hook up with Claudia Black?
Is she in the movie?
She's in the game.
I know she's in the game. She's the best
Wait,
character.
if I go on the roller coaster, I get to hook up with her?
I mean, I want that. I love Claudia Black. She's great. I just want her to be Talia al Ghul.
Is
Or-
it a hologram? Like the one that projects next to you?
Hello, I'm Claudia Black, and I'll be here next. I don't know what her character's name is in Uncharted. I haven't actually played that
It's not
many.
Claire. It's she's in 2 and she's in that one for the PS4 that was not numbered. What the hell is her name? I'm blanking on it. Okay, Google.
Anyone listening to this just had their Google get set off.
That's fine. Hey Alexa. Oh god, it's talking to me. it's talking to me.
Anyways, we too are looking forward to riding the Sully Nate adventure.
Yeah, I'll ride it.
I mean, is it in Spain only? Is it coming to, we say, Universal or
No,
such?
no, it's at PortAventura World.
Just
If
one
I
place.
ever am there, I'm riding it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I wouldn't mind going to Spain. It's not my first choice, but it seems like a fun place to go. Although they don't like animals very much.
It helps out a lot going to Spain when you're gay, because you can really speak Spanish as it was meant to be spoken there.
Wow, shots fired.
But with their lispy little Spanish, Barcelona. Ugh, it's wrong. Sorry, I know it's
They
their
made the
language.
language up.
I don't care.
I
Spanish
mean,
and
we speak better English than the British. So.
exactly, like Mexico.
Oi, what you mean about that, governor?
Our view count just like went negative somehow.
Yeah.
Don't you have like UK people in your channel, Tom?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh no,
That's my heritage. I can do that.
that's my heritage. That's a lot of people's
Yeah.
heritage, to be fair.
But I mean, like, I had dual citizenship.
Oh,
I
her
can
name
do
was
that.
Chloe. I start typing it in. I said, "What is Chloe's name in Uncharted?" So I knew subconsciously.
So Cravels, this one's
Okay.
for us. Army planned to spend millions on Twitch and Call of Duty to recruit Gen Z. They had
Oh, gee.
It's exactly what I was saying last time. I didn't not say that. I said the
Tom,
government doesn't
Tom,
actually
we're-
pay
we're-
Activision.
we're speaking now. People with arms
Oh,
are
you're
speaking.
wrong.
People with
He doesn't-
arms
look at his
are
fucking
speaking.
arms. He's the little limbs. His little capybara limbs. What are
I
you
got
talking
tiny
about?
little limbs.
So
I'm just proper.
Vice's motherboard published a set of details from internal Army documents on Thursday through the Freedom of Information Act, and they include a breakdown of projected marketing. $675,000 was suggested for. I'll get you some guesses. Where's one place? It's not game related, but where's one place where chuds and dweebs would be easy to recruit from?
The
Reddit.
mall.
What if I told you it was wrestling?
I would not be surprised because the wrestling shows already have a ton of army shit.
Yeah.
in the middle room.
So almost $700,000 for the WWE. 750,000 for the Call of Duty League and Paramount's Halo TV show, which I think that was made in at least some cooperation with the U.S. Army, and then $300,000 listed for the Call of Duty esports team, Army esports team.
So why isn't Mike in the army right now?
They have, some baselines to who they let in.
I guess so. But he is
Uh,
other than physical ability, he is number one
do you
on
mean
their
Gomer Pyle?
hit list.
Yeah, he's gonna be sectioned whatever they call it.
Wow, that's dark.
I'm sorry. We saw Full Metal Jacket. We know what happens. He kills everyone. Don't let him be in the army.
We love you, Mike.
Yeah, we love you.
Don't kill everyone.
Don't do it, Mike.
I
Um,
know you might want to.
I think they pulled out of all of this after the series of lawsuits and all the allegations that came out about Blizzard Activision.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
not good
I
to.
did.
I mean, you're one of the only ones who did, though.
I know. I have morals.
Well, not that many.
But the ones I do have, I am behind 100%. I'll steal all your Netflix shows, though. I don't care about Netflix.
Yeah,
They go fuck
apparently.
themselves.
Fuck the poor, honest creators of CD Projekt Red. I
Yeah,
can
fuck,
I bought
fuck
Cyberpunk, my
Obama,
man.
shareholder of Netflix.
Tom,
Is there a Blu-ray box set of this show? Because I'll buy the Blu-ray box set. I don't care.
tell me about yourself, Tom.
You are well animated. It's very impressive what people do with this game.
Yeah, I don't know who made
Except
this.
for the neck from the side.
Yeah, the neck kind of jets out, so you have like that like fucking nerd neck going on. You know what I mean?
I have spine
Yeah.
issues. I have a lot of spine issues.
But otherwise, it's very impressive what people do. I'm sure I look beautiful and proper, and my lips flap.
You do.
according to
Unfortunately,
my
we could see
skin.
that capybara's junk. You should probably wear some pants.
I am a creature of nature and do not need pants.
You're wearing a bowler hat.
Have you ever seen that
Charlotte-
show Once Upon a Hamster?
Doesn't need pants.
I think you'd like that show.
What
Once a-
show?
It's called Once Upon a Hamster. It's a very wholesome show some crazy Canadian guy made, where it's just like a bunch of animals he kind of shoves into a scene and then dubs over them as if they're talking to each other. So it's like
I would enjoy that. I've
What's like-
also
you
have
put
you
like
ever
a
seen
hamster.
Molcar?
No, I've not seen Molcar.
Oh, you gotta watch Molcar. It's adorable.
Like an average episode will be like he'll have like a mouse and a hamster on a little toy like RC boat. And he'll drive them down the river, and they'll go to like a turtle's house, and they'll talk to the turtle. And it's like, oh, I lost my hard hat, and they're like, oh, that sucks. We should go look for it. And they'll go back on the little RC boat, and they'll drive, and there'll be like an owl on top of the hat, and he's like, hello guys, you're losing. It's one of those. It's adorable. It's a wonderful show.
That does sound sweet.
Yeah, put it on if you have kids or you're a weird 35-year-old man like myself.
You are a weird 35-year-old man. Wait, you're 35?
You don't know how old I am?
Oh my god, Grandpa.
You were at my birthday
Grandpa
party.
Tom!
Yeah, I kind of blocked it out. You just come complaining about your bones.
I need my calcium pills, I do.
You have that osteoporosis.
Yeah, it's all that nerd neck I got. Nerd necking.
So that's the end of topics. So what we're gonna do now is do some digital deliberations, Tom.
The whole show is a deliberation.
Shut up. We didn't deliberate anything. I'm gonna throw my phone at you. Listen. Digitally deliberate. Here's what I got for you. Does a character creator make a game better for you?
Make it better? No. I'd honestly say that it kind of takes me out of the game. I kind of like pre-established characters.
Do you? You don't like story though.
No, but I like how it's already in motion and I just kind of take over and do my thing as opposed to. Because whenever you make a character, they're always like somehow devoid of the world. Like they're separate in some way. And it's like, hello, person who came into scene. They don't have a name. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you create a character who's established and already have a name and stuff. But most of the time, it's like, hey, stranger, or hey, hero. Those have some generic.
Yeah, but that's
name for
the
you.
same thing with The Legend of Zelda for a lot of the games. It's like, hey,
But no, most of them they're established as Link.
I'm sorry, Stink.
Stink if you're
Yeah,
playing with me.
don't you mean like Blumbo? Like
But most of the time, Link is an established person, and they're always like, "You're my childhood friend, Link." There's no voice acting until you get to. It's like when Final Fantasy X happened, when you had voice acting, and you could still name your character. So your main character, tit ass, they'd always say, "Hey, it's Hugh," or they would never say his name. They'd
Well,
always
because
go around
his
it
name
in
was
some way.
Tit Ass. Why would they want to say that?
It's very valid. But everybody else had their already pre-established character. Like Yuna was Yuna, and they said Yuna in voice acting and stuff. But Final Fantasy 12, they said fuck that. Everybody has their own unique name. You can't put your own in, so they add more natural conversations.
Yeah, but Fallout 4 had a bunch of preset names, including
Wanderer, whatever the fuck their name.
yeah,
was.
but they had a bunch of preset names that worked just fine. They just like recorded a bunch
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is
a lot of
insane
Good
hard
on them
work.
for doing it, but I mean, what if your name
And
was
they-
like Schvenven or something?
They didn't have all of them, but they had weird stuff like bacon and thunder hams and they had stupid ones by just combining goofy words because they knew their players would put goofy shit sometimes. Um, but like, there's
I
a
mean,
draw.
Dark Souls. I don't know what the fuck's going on in that story anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But you always cover your character in armor, so you don't know what the fuck you look
Not
like anyway.
everybody. Some people run around that game naked.
I hope not in Dark Souls where you're a disgusting,
Yeah.
emaciated corpse.
Some people do it. Some people play naked.
It's
Some people
one.
do weird
but
shit. Some
I
people play
like a
Dark
character
Souls.
creator, but sometimes when they're, it depends on the game. I like a character creator, but I also like if it's optional. Like, 'cause sometimes I'll just like randomize 3 times and go, right?
I mean, I take my time, and I know Tom does as well when he makes his booby characters.
Oh no, that's instant max every time.
Max every
Ken.
time.
Every time slide all the way to the right. They give me the option. What do they want me to do?
They can't take it, Captain. The sliders don't go that far.
We must go further. Engage.
You don't like,
Oh.
take your time to see how everything fits. You want to play a small bean or a big bean.
The worst is when you have a character creator like something like a Dark Souls, and you think you look really good until you get into the game and you put armor on, and you look stupid as hell, like your proportions aren't right.
Yeah, that's
You
always
can-
annoying.
See,
Yeah.
Sona agrees with me in the chat, saying a lot of players run light armor or naked for movement purposes.
Yeah, but in Dark Souls,
Yeah.
it isn't hot because you're a horrible skeleton person.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of my Neo character.
Yeah, I mean, in Neo, I'd agree. And Elden Ring, where you're not a horrible monster, fine. But when you're a grotesque creature, put some clothes on. I don't care if it's more efficient. It's more efficient to be nude in real life, and we're against it.
What I really like is
Is it more efficient in real life to run with a knife?
that's a throwback internet joke. Goddamn.
What is that?
Maximum
think my
ponage
VR
or whatever the
chat-
fuck that was. Yeah, you're
My
not.
VR chat crashed.
Yeah, I think it did. You're just kind of sitting there.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. We're the meat of the operation anyway. You
I don't
monster.
have hands, okay?
Oh god, it's kind of creepy he doesn't move anymore.
It's dead stare.
Is my audio being
Somebody-
recorded still?
Yeah.
Tom-
Somebody taxidermed.
Tom,
Does.
pet it like that old lady with the dead dog, and
Oh no, he's gone.
oh no, he'll be back.
Yeah, I'm recording. The audio is all through Discord. Doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
But what I really like it was when you have like a JRPG and when you change your actual armor, it changes what you look like. Because a lot of games, like you had your Final Fantasy VII, where you always cloud with the blue jumpsuit and this. You did change your sword. That's one thing that did change in battle. You would have the sword you're holding would be the one you have equipped, but everything else you equip samurai garbs or heavy armor. It doesn't matter. You always look like Cloud. But-
Not true. You do cross dress.
That's true.
Yep.
You do gender
That-
bend a little.
That's not your equipment though. That's a specific scene in the game. But like modern games, they're a lot better about that. Where when you do change your armor, you change how you look, and that's what I want in my. That's a customization I like.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot too. Even like simple games. Like I've played some roguelike card games that let you change armor and it actually changes your appearance somewhat, which is nice. I don't think Darkest Dungeon lets you do that at all for any like the accoutrements you add.
Yeah.
Maybe in Darkest Dungeon 2, but I haven't played that one yet.
Nah, neither have I.
I also like when you can toggle your helmet being visible, so you can still have the helmet on, but you don't see it. You just see your face.
Tom,
Yeah, I like that.
Tom, just say you like it when you can toggle your chest armor on, so you can see those maximum
no,
tens.
you mean when I can toggle my chest armor off?
Oh yeah, when you can get the girls out, let them breathe a
Yeah.
little bit.
I mean, I don't need to toggle that. That's just how games are designed. They do it for me.
I don't know. I would say I prefer it having a character creator. I like it. I like Dragon's Dogma's creator a lot.
I do too.
As
It's always look
goofy
derpy.
and goofy
Yeah,
and
and-
weird.
Also, I mean, character creators, they can be a fun experience. Like Cyberpunk's character creator gave us the sequel to Penis 2. You know,
It's true. I mean, I don't know about you. I didn't use that.
penis too.
That I ran a female character as I do in most of my
Uh,
games.
I think I actually ran a genital list
Oh, he's
character.
back.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? Someone called the exterminator.
Hello. Hey, that's rude.
We got rats in there.
I am not a rat. I am a capybara.
Why edit this out of the audio version? I don't know.
No, you gotta keep it so people are curious as to what the fuck you're talking about. Um.
Look at this thing over here. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
is that a Steam Deck free code right there?
What?
Wow, Tom put that in post.
Flash
That's
it on the
awesome.
Flashing it
screen.
on the screen. All right, I think we're set. Unless you guys want to do anything else with Character Creator.
No, I
I
mean,
like them, but I don't
yeah,
like to
it's looking
go.
good.
I don't like to go ham.
I like to
And I
go
like
ham. I like a really good one, and that's why I'm looking forward to that Street Fighter game for the first time ever. I
I'm
like
very curious what that's going to be like.
Soul Calibur's is all right, but like the Street Fighter one lets you go all kinds. You can make monstrosities with the different sliders.
Does it change the hitbox?
I'm curious about that. It must. You must have to like height is probably
I,
set depending on which height you choose, and then I wonder if it will give you any hitbox changes. Because I
is it gonna
saw.
be?
Go ahead.
Is it gonna be like Odd Job in GoldenEye, whether he was like a minuscule little man and you had to like aim down to shoot him? I don't know if you remember GoldenEye, but it was a single stick game for the Nintendo 64 where you had to aim manually with a button and you had to hold it down and then you could aim. So it was a very cheap character to play as.
Wait, Odd Job?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like short and his hitbox was teeny tiny.
Isn't Odd Job in the movie actually quite tall?
Yes.
He's like a gigantic Korean man.
Yeah, I just think that Rare is a racist company and they made him tiny.
Isn't there already a tiny character, the little dwarf from Fantasy Island and the man with the golden gun?
Yeah,
Was he in the game?
I don't think so.
Ableist.
Maybe they couldn't get the rights.
The rights to the man with the golden gun, one of the worst Bond films.
That one's all right. All the worst Bond films are all the Pierce Bronson ones, except GoldenEye. Are you disagreeing with me? I don't
I'm
know
sorry,
what
I was
you-
paying attention
Great
to chat.
GoldenEye.
Someone's name is Koremon.
Hi, Corymon.
This
Does
red girl wears
wear
shoes. No.
I don't know. We can find out right
no,
now.
But
Nope.
we can't show feet on stream.
Yeah, we can. That's how we get the viewers, buddy.
I mean,
Oh, so there you go,
I
Corymon.
have-
There's the feet. I mean, you can see my little capybara toes.
I have my proper boots on.
Can I
I'm
see
equipped for the
closer?
occasion.
Corymon wants to know if they can see the feet closer.
This was a
red
mistake.
girl.
This was a mistake, Corey. Look
I-
what you've done.
I told you we can't show feet on stream.
I'm gonna assume that's one of the two people I invited to this.
Quite possibly. It says we have 7 people watching. That's kind of creepy.
And they're all
Stop
watching.
us.
They're all watching for feet.
They're here for the feet.
Give them what they want.
They're all here for capybara feet, though. That's the weird thing.
Yeah. I mean, my feet are the ones closest to the camera.
You know the one weird thing about this VR headset? I don't know if my room's on fire right now or if it's just the heater going into overdrive, but I'm really
I mean,
hot.
props to you for wearing the fucking VR helmet. I'm not gonna do that.
As long as I'm not moving with it, in the game, I'm not gonna vomit. As long as I'm seated here on my chair.
Oh,
Wow.
Corymon apologized. It's okay, Corymon. We're just messing with you, buddy.
That might be
People-
Jenny or Alex, or that might just be a random pervert. And if that's the case, thank you, random pervert.
Do character creators have feet sliders?
I'm pretty sure character creators have feet sliders.
Yeah, actually, quite a few of them do. It's
Interesting.
weird sometimes because, like,
Give them Sora feet.
you can get some weird Sora feet action going on. Or, like, if you make them too small, it would look ridiculous in game, right? Like, you have, some sort of, like, robot spike legs.
Like all the characters in Bravely Default.
That's what I was trying. Yeah, Bravely Default.
They're little peg
Mm.
legs.
They still manage to have shoes, though.
It's true.
Like,
It's
how
one
does
size
that-
fits all. They're just pegs. It's like Lego.
Yeah,
It's
how
easy
does that
it's
work?
easy to make little shoes for them, though.
It's true. It's true.
All right. Do we want to say what we've been playing and then call this?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Let's do it.
I've been playing Element TD2, which
Hey,
is it used to be one of those Warcraft 3 side games, but it has its own release on Steam. So I was
those
playing some of that, reliving some Warcraft 3 memories.
those never do well.
Yeah, no, it's fine though. It's fun. It's a tower defense, you know.
Did you hear
But I've
that one
also been
called
playing.
Dota? No, that never went anywhere.
Yeah, no, it's trash. Um, but I've also been playing Dome Keeper, which is a fun little game where you're like a little space dude and you land on a planet and you have a little dome and a drill and you drill up ore and then you use the ore to like improve your dome and your drilling power and buy
Stop
stuff
saying
and
that.
then
Stop saying dome.
it's a dome. It's a dome, and then at night, the aliens who live on the planet they attack your dome because they're like, "Hey, get this dome out of here! This guy's in this dome stealing our gold." And yeah, so you shoot
Did
them
you
with
say
your
it's a
laser.
good dome game?
Yeah,
Is it
dude,
a good dome
it's a
game?
dome good game.
So the dome game is good, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, the
Okay.
dome game is good, and it's a dome good game. Um, Yeah, Dome Keeper. It's a fun little thing. There's a second like the regular guy has a drill, but there's another guy who's like a wizard and he drills
Oh,
with magic.
there's drilling in the dome game, huh?
Yeah, there's there's a lot of drilling in this Dome game. Yeah.
I'm 7 years
And
old.
I've been playing Atomicrops because I like that game, but that's about it. Nothing.
I still have not played that game.
You should play Atomicrops. It's a lot of
That's
fun.
that's like the inside joke in this
What
podcast.
is Tomicrops?
Atomicrops. A Tommy Crops.
Hey,
Hey, Tommy Crops. What's up?
Okay, that's not
hey.
none of what you're doing is explaining the game.
It's I talk about it all the time on here.
I have
You just
never
haven't
heard you
been
speak
here.
of it.
I
I
know.
have.
Yeah, Tom has. Everybody but you has. It's a post-apocalyptic uh farming simulator and bullet hell.
That sounds like everything. That sounds like all the games.
It does.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of fun. There's also a cat collecting aspect.
Hey, I
Yeah,
like
cat
cats.
collect. Yeah, you like collect 3 cats and then upgrade them into the next tier cat, and they give you bonuses and stuff.
Corey, are you to tell me that you didn't set up a cam specifically for your feet?
I could do that next time. You get
Don't
foot
do
I
that.
would
cam.
rather you didn't, but you can do what you like.
Listen, Tom wants subscribers. That's how we get them.
But do we
I
want
don't know if you
those
can show
subscribers?
feet on stream.
People
I,
want to take baths in hot tubs on stream. I don't think the feet are
I
anywhere
don't
across the
know if you
line.
can. I don't
that's
know if
only
you're
because it's a rarity for like nerds to watch this and see a bath. That's what they're interested in.
Water? What is this?
Oh my god, are they bathing? So-op? What is that?
What is that substance they're rubbing over themselves? Crazy. So how's Atomic Crops going?
It's good. It's good. I thought I had beaten all the things, but I found a new thing, so I'm trying to figure that out. There's a guy that's like, I can't find my statues, and I can't find them either. So
No, seems to be a
yeah,
mutual issue.
yeah, but I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Oh, okay. How about you, Corey? What have you been playing?
Let's see. I've been playing Monster Hunter Rise that one time.
Yeah, you didn't like that game.
No, that was awful.
Yeah, the thing about that game that makes it very hard when you have multiple people playing it, especially when you have somebody high level, is that I'm pretty sure it scales to the group level. So us lower level people do like no damage to the thing.
Yeah, it's great hitting a monster and seeing ones and twos come up. I feel real accomplished. And then it
And
takes
it
like an
takes
hour to beat it to
yeah
death.
until you have that one random guy jump in and murder him in like 3 hits and leave the game.
Yeah, what's
Every time I play Monster Hunter, I feel like it takes like an hour to kill a monster, even when it's something on my level. I feel like that's the whole game is just killing monsters forever.
When I play solo, it doesn't feel like the biggest grind on the planet. But when we played the other day, this monster took a long time to kill.
And we didn't even kill that one. We kept beating on other monsters on the way, and they took forever to kill. Smaller monsters.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do I've been playing that Gotham Knights with Tom, and mostly with you,
Your neck,
Tom.
your neck's all fucked up. It's really funny.
Sorry. How's that?
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry, my neck's fucked up.
Should probably get your scoliosis checked out, bro.
This is a nerd girl. This nerd girl body is very, it has problems.
It's peak
Yeah.
female performance.
So how do you feel about Gotham Knights?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That's the consensus between us, anyway.
I don't know. I like fighting crime, and I like being Robin. I feel fun doing that. I don't care about the story. It's goofy.
It's Batman. What can you possibly get out of Batman that isn't the same three things recycled over and over
Yeah,
again?
but there's some good Batman stories. Not in video games, but in the
ones that
movies
were
and the
made-
comics.
Ones that were made in the 80s, sure.
Well, no, there's like people like the Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight.
The movie The Dark Knight or
Yeah,
the comic?
the movie Dark Knight. People like that fucking that
Are you dying inside that headset?
a little bit. People like that comic as well. I don't. It's a little too Frank Millery for me.
Frank Miller is an acquired taste.
Yeah,
Depends on how much you hate women.
and Muslims.
And Muslims, yeah, those two things. Which
I'll-
is funny because Muslims hate women. What?
I'm not responding to that.
Yeah, I'm not responding to that
Do we
either.
have one of those like little things that comes up on the screen that with like a dog pulling the cord out of the camera? Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm walking past that, Tom, and let you reflect on
Yeah.
yourself. Maybe talk with the people who make D&D. Ask them for some advice. In addition to that, I've been playing some Across the Obelisk.
Yes, I heard about this game.
It's like Darkest Dungeons, roguelike card game. I don't know, and there's a lot of RPG elements to it. There's resistances to like different types of damage, which is something you don't really see in those types of games. So there's a lot of specking you can do. It's nice. I've only sunk 20 hours into it though.
20 hours, goddamn.
I'm addicted. It takes a long time to get through a single game. You die a lot, and you can unlock characters along the way by doing various quests. So I'm gonna try to just get all the unlocks.
Okay.
What have you been playing?
Oh, we're on me now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I'm a lot
Tom.
of pressure. Oh god. Oh man. Games. Do I play video games? Shit. I was playing this one game called Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. You guys hear
Banana
about-
splits.
Did you guys hear about this one? It came out on the PlayStation Vita. Yeah, I was playing the PlayStation Vita emulator. It's been doing very well recently, so I've been playing a lot of Vita stuff. And it's a very good monkey ball game with the caveat that was on the Vita. So there's a lot of menus that need touch input. So you'd be playing the game and then you got to go grab the mouse and go to the screen and tap the OK button because they didn't program it to a button to physically press, which is absurd. Thankfully, they give you the option to, they give you the option to use the analog stick over the motion controls. So they at least give you that option, but the rest of the game still has the whole touch aspect to it. There's a lot of video games that have that. Even like I think it's all games have you press the screen to like select save slots and stuff, just in the actual system design. Kind of shitty, but the game itself is. I never really played it that much on the Vita, but it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I don't know.
Or
what
are
you're-
you playing with filters?
Yes.
Oh, we're moving really fast.
Oh god.
It's so
wasn't-
fast.
This
I
one's
wasn't
pretty.
even looking at the stream, but now I am.
Do you like this one, Tom? It has a real vaporwave aesthetic to it.
Anyway, I was also playing some Shinobido 2, which is another Vita game. It was a sequel to a game called Shinobido that came out on the PS2 that
Oh,
was
I
only
like that
released.
last one. Go back to that one.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Let Tom talk.
Talk about stuff here. Anyway, Shinobido 1 was a game that came out in the PS2 in both Japan and Europe. It didn't come to the US. It is a spiritual successor to the original Tenchu trilogy because the team went on to Shinobido and the rest of the Tenchu was taken by From Software or something. I can't remember exactly what happened, but there was a split in development. It's kind of like Harvest Moon, where Harvest Moon stopped being Harvest Moon at some point and they went off and made story seasons. So yeah, Shinobido was a sequel series to that. It's very much that, but it is very portable themed, where the missions are very short. I mean, if you like the original Tenchu games, it's worth playing though. Looks really nice if you run the upscaler on it. What else have I been playing? I played a game called River City Girls 2. Now this one is weird because it came out only in Japan and only on the PlayStation consoles and Switch. It is a game that is developed by a studio from America. It is developed by WayForward. And it's already in English. So if you get the Japanese version, you have the Western version as well. But it has not come out in the West yet with no set release date, and nobody really knows why. And when you ask WayForward, they say they're still planning to release it by the end of 2022, but it still has no solid date. It's very bizarre. It is the sequel to River City Girls 1, which is where you play as the girlfriends of the main cast of River City Ransom. Kind of, because they still call them Kunio and Ricky, which is the Japanese names, which is they were called Alex and Ryan in the River City Ransom games. So it's like mixing both. River City Ransom is a very convoluted and weird series where it has the Japanese games, the Kunio-ku games, but there's also Western-only games that are River City Ransom that take place after River City Ransom as the Western characters, like River City Underground. It's very weird, and there's no logical what's the word I'm looking for there? Canon, I guess. Consistency between the two. But yeah, it's more or less a Kunio-kun game where you play as the two girlfriends, or you can play as Ricky or Kunio. And there's also other characters to unlock. And it has like the dojo master is Billy Lee and a bunch of stuff like that in there. It is a very pixely art belt scroller beat 'em up, but it's open world. So you like it or you don't. The humor in it's really good. It's pretty funny. A lot of fourth wall breaking stuff. Some good stuff where they make fun of tabletop games and stuff. It's good. I like that game.
Make fun of tabletop games.
Yeah, it was
How
actually a pretty
dare
funny joke.
they.
She was like, "Do you know where we can buy some games?" And the person she's talking to was like, "Do you mean tabletop or video games?" And she was like, "I don't know what those words mean." And I thought that was funny because it was me. Something I would say. And yeah, it was a fun game. I don't know why it's not out in the US yet, but you can. But if you buy it on the Switch or the PS5, it is region free. If you have a way to buy games from foreign stores. It's also a physical copy you can get off Amazon. It's like $38 to get it from Amazon Japan, and it has both 1 and 2 on it, and they both have English. So, yay, that. Playing a lot of Gotham Knights with my buddy here.
Oh, this
Corey.
one? This one?
Yeah, my buddy over here, Corey, playing more Gotham Knights. We're getting our way through that story. It's a very adequate third-person action game where you have a pretty cool skill tree. Even though they did the infuriating thing of assigning the silent takedown button to the ranged attack button. So if you're not exactly in the pixel range of them wanting you to be, you'll throw a battering at them, which is the opposite of a stealth attack. It's very annoying.
It's not the opposite of it's still a stealth attack. It's just not a very effective one. You're still attacking them from stealth.
It gets their attention as opposed to taking them down silently. It's the opposite. I don't want to get their attention. I want to take them out. Not alert everybody.
I assume you want to get their attention. Show off that butt, that Batgirl butt.
Yeah, don't you want to fight them all and show them all how badass you are?
I mean, that's the idea, but Corey is a sneaky stealth man. And sometimes some encounters gives you objectives, like you got to take down 3 people silently, and you're trying to do that, and then you throw a fucking battering at their noggin, and then get you all caught and takes you off that trail. Not great.
Yeah, we don't love that.
Yeah. What else was I going to say about it? We thought it was co-op up to 4 players, but you can only do the story as a 2-player co-op. So Corey bought the game while Brett and I were playing it in the hopes of having all 3 of us play at the same time. But it ends up you need to play a specific mode that seems to be a wave-based thing or something, like a level progression kind of thing where you go up a tower. And that's when you can do 4 players.
Not the same thing at all.
Yeah, so I'm a little saddened by that, but we've been playing through it, and hopefully we'll get it done. We just don't have a game afterwards lined up. Got to find something. I bought 2 games on my Xbox, but I didn't actually get around to playing them yet. So maybe next week I'll talk about those. I don't know if I have anything else relevant. Have I been playing anything else, Corey?
Not to my knowledge.
I know Fortnite just swapped its season. We talked about that
Oh my
earlier.
god, Fortnite swapped its season, guys.
It changed the map, which I wasn't the biggest fan of the last season map, but this one seems like it's very flat. There's not a lot of verticality. There's no city area that I've seen yet. There might be one in the map, but it's all like 2-story houses and stuff in small little villages instead, as opposed to like your tilted towers and all that stuff. Stop giving me that face. Stop it.
What face?
Stop giving me that face. We're gonna have to show your toenails if you keep this up.
That was fun. But I think that's it for now.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have anything else lined to talk about.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. Have you guys played Sphinx on the PS2?
The hell are you talking about?
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy? The hit action game that nobody seems to know about?
Yeah, we
Wait,
we also don't know about it.
that sounds familiar.
Never mind.
It was a
Is that
platformer.
Time Cat thing?
No, that's Blinks, the Time Sweeper. That was an Xbox
Oh.
game. Sphinx is a multi-console release. It was on all three at the time. It's your character action platformer game. You know, like your Jack and Daxter and your
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those. I've been playing that. That's a game.
Is it a good game?
It is surprisingly good. There's a bunch of these mascot platformers that I kind of skipped on the PS2 era. I only played mostly Ape Escape and Sly Cooper. I didn't play Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank till way later, like the PS3 HD collection era.
Mm.
And there's a bunch more that I'd never touched. Like there's that KO Kangaroo and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and Tack and the Power of Juju and all those things. I kind of
remember
want to
that.
go back and try those out.
I remember that show.
What show?
Back in the Power of Juju?
Yeah, that show.
That was a show?
Yeah, they made a show out of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, what came first, the game or the show?
I think the game.
I know it's Nickelodeon who brought it out. I didn't know if it was based on something.
I don't know.
I want to say it was a game first, but I mean, I didn't know the show existed, so what do I know?
I think it might have been a game first.
Oh, okay. Well, I should check that out at some point. I never played that Prince of Persia game. I kind of want to try that out at some point. Yeah, there's a bunch of games on the PS2. I also want to check out a bunch of the PS2 Japanese only releases because there's a shit ton of them that I never played, and there might be something worth playing. That's all I got.
That's all Tom has.
That's all I got. Any closing words? Any words of wisdom?
We'll have
Don't
feet.
whiz on
We'll have feet. We'll have feet cam next week.
No, we won't.
I
I will
don't
not.
think
I will
we
not
should.
promise feet cam.
I mean, Tom can take out the dogs if he wants. we got.
I'm modestly dressed, thank you. I'm a proper lady after all.
I've seen some of the skins you downloaded for this game. Let's not play this game. Let's not play this game.
I'll be the girl from Fates for you.
Is she one of the big titty women?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll get Tharja from Awakening. That's a skin you need.
You saw that one skin I had that was more boob than woman.
Yeah.
I want to be that
Perverts play this game.
solid snake body pillow still.
I mean, you can. You just have to
You
kind
can
of
be
move.
whatever you want.
It's true. I mean, the capybara is only slightly more animated than that body pillow.
Well, I mean, I feel like maybe if I had arms to move, his arms would move.
Well, you need the VR headset for this to move the arms.
I'm not doing that
Why
That sounds like
not?
a miserable time.
Look, I can
because I don't
punch
have that
Tom.
kind of money.
Get out of here. Go.
If I find my small VR glasses, I will in fact do that. They make lenses that you can pop into your actual VR headset that you can get for your prescription. You can do it that way too. So I actually might invest in those.
I mean, you probably should.
Yeah, it seems to be the easier solution than putting in contacts every time I want to use my VR headset.
Just be blind. You don't need sight.
I am so blind. It's embarrassing. All right, well, I'm going to call it because we're getting to nonsense now.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. We can call it now.
All right. Well, thank you for coming and listening and watching and talking. Whatever you guys did, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
being here.
All right. Should I do a spiel? I'm thinking like most shows end up having a spiel. Like,
Do you want me to
you can
stop?
check
Do
us
you want?
out.
Do you want me to stop the stream here?
I don't know. Should I do a spiel? Like, come check us out on the Discord. We have a website. We do the podcast. Every
Yeah, I mean,
week.
you
Like
should be
call
in.
for action. Yeah,
sh-
we should probably do that.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, TinyDynamite.com has all the shit we do. Y on the D. DY.
I mean, just
Wow.
click on the links we have in the Twitch right now, or in the Apple, Spotify. Where do you have this podcast listed?
I have it on everything. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. There's a feed XML file you can pop into whatever. We should come up on most of your apps that you search on, like a podcast addict and all that stuff.
Well, join the Discord, be part
Yeah,
of
Look
that's
for
cool.
us wherever you listen.
be part of a community, a surprisingly queer-friendly community, given that Tom's here.
What does that
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Tom, we
I
have
own 2 of those sharks, my man. All right.
that doesn't make you an
Egg,
ally.
egg, 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 egg.
Stop begging me on stream.
Thank you for joining us.
With the waifu avatar. Egg, 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 egg.
Goodbye.